Hey, Coach Dave here. And getting fit and living a healthy lifestyle doesn't have to be difficult. Again, if you're tired of all the crazy fad diets, long cardio workouts, exercises that can injure you after repetitiveness, well, then you want to listen to today's video because I'm going to talk to you about really the three things that you need to focus on if you really want to get fit, lose weight, and live that healthy lifestyle. Now, the first one I'm going to talk to you about, and not necessarily the most important, but we're going to talk about micro goals. See, back in the day, I was a big believer in setting what they call SMART goals. You may have heard those before. They talked about being specific and measurable and attainable and realistic and timely. And there's a place for those, don't get me wrong, but no longer do I really believe in SMART goals per se. Two approaches I take here now when it comes to goal setting is one, I break it up into a 12-week year. 12 weeks is just long enough to see some results, and it's also not too long to where you start to lose focus on really what the goal is. The second part to that 12-week challenge or goals, or whatever you want to call it, is setting micro goals. Okay? Micro goals. It means getting one thing done maybe that day that moves you forward. You see, here's the thing. Been studying a lot about behavioral therapy and how the mind works and how people react. And one of the things, and we can take it from social media itself, is that the dopamine that's released in the brain helps to get you motivated. And let's look at social media. When you post something on social media and you get a like, it's a little shot of dopamine and it brings you back for more. Same thing with micro goals. So if you set a goal to just get up and work out that day, well, then you need to celebrate that micro goal. Yeah, it's not huge in the grand scheme of things because it's going to take consistency, but just that little bit where you achieved what you said you were going to do gives you a little shot of dopamine. So set micro goals off of a 12-week period. That's the first thing you need to start doing if you want to start to get fit and live a healthy lifestyle. Here comes number two. All right, so the second thing you need to focus in on is discipline. And I recently read this book, Discipline is Destiny by Ryan Holiday. He's got a couple of these. Talks about this being one of the virtues that you need to have. And he says, listen, discipline is doing what needs to be done to achieve your goals. You'll know that it doesn't say doing what you need to do to achieve your goals when you feel like doing it. And the other thing that I really got from this is he talks about how in today's world, things are kind of chaotic. And those of us that have discipline and that practice discipline, it's going to be a competitive advantage. And I'm telling you, the only way that you're going to be able to live a healthy lifestyle and achieve those goals and stay consistently with them is to have discipline. Because if you give in to self-indulgences, then you're going to struggle. The other thing that I'll just add, and I've said this before, is that when it comes down to really even finding how to get to that point where you get discipline, you still got to go back to having a strong why. When you have that strong why, when something matters to you most, you're going to do what it takes to get it done. You may have heard me talk about the example of if let's say you can hold a plank for like 5 minutes, which is an amazing time in itself. What happens if somebody kidnapped your kids and said, now you have to do it for 10 minutes well, you would do it, right? That's the why behind it. But here's the thing, that's not always going to be the case. You're not going to have something that's going to push you that far. But if you have a strong enough why, though, every day, getting up and doing the workout, eating clean, hydrating, getting sleep, and you do it every day, that is the discipline that it takes. You can't just do it when you want to do it. You have to do it all the time. So that's the second thing you need. All right, so the third thing, final one, is visualization. Now, if you've ever maybe studied or just kind of maybe looked into athletes and seen what are some of the techniques that they do, especially the great ones, you'll hear them talk about visualizing, like Michael Jordan visualizing taking that last second shot to win the championship, or Tiger Woods visualizing hitting the perfect tee shot or hitting the perfect putt. One of the coaches for NC State, he used to, actually it was more of a practice than anything, but take the nets down, let the kids see how it is when you win the Final Four. You cut the nets. It's the process of visualization that's going to help you. A lot of times people can't see what they really want. They don't practice or take time to really visualize what it is you want your life to look like. Again, see, visualization ties back into the dopamine. When you visualize things and you see yourself doing great things, you see yourself stepping in to the person that you can become, you get those little hits of dopamine, and that continues to motivate you to do the things necessary to reach the goals. Now, that's just touching the surface on visualization. To be honest with you, we can go much deeper, and I'm gonna probably do some more deeper discussions on visualization on some future videos. So be on the lookout for that. But hey, listen, the three things you need to focus in on is setting micro goals, becoming more disciplined, and see yourself, visualize yourself actually achieving the goal. Those three things are going to help you become fit, lose weight, and live a healthy lifestyle. Now, if you would like to receive more info like this, go ahead, sign up for my fitness, biohacking, health hacking. I don't know. I can never figure out what I want to call it, but it's all about helping you live and get healthy. It's a weekly email I send out. So it'll be in the comments or in the description. All right. This is Coach Dave signing off.